Hi, I'm Madison Kim, and I went to a cafe one day and I saw this girl. She was studying, and so I decided to draw her with her cute red sweater, and I was gonna give her the drawing, but I decided not to because I was embarrassed.
In third grade, I was proposed to, and I went to the altar and all my friends were there. I had bridesmaids and a flower girl, and I ran away from the altar and never looked back until right now when I heard about this misconnection. His name was Henry Morgan, and my name is Morgan, and I think that the universe aligned us to be together, and I regret not saying yes.
So I saw Paul Orfila, like in the breezeway, and I could have said hi, but I didn't. So that's my misconnection.
My misconnection happened probably about a week ago when I was out at the bars with my friends. We were waiting in line, and I was waiting for my roommates to find us and call us up. But then I got distracted because I was talking to some friends, and they had their roommate with them who I hadn't met before, and I thought the roommate was cute, and I feel like me and her were kind of getting along, and then my roommates called me up and we cut the whole line, and I felt really bad, and I never got to see her again. So if she sees this, hit me up.
My misconnection was this guy that I met during slow days before school started. We were checking out the club booths with my parents, checking out all the different club booths during the farmers market and stuff. And I remember going up to the Multicultural Student Association because I'm half Asian, and so I was like, okay, is this just Asian club, And I remember there was this guy that went up to it too, and we were just getting the spiel and stuff. I remember afterwards, after we left, and saying oh yeah, I'll see you at Multicultural Student Association. My dad was like, he was cute. Did you get his name? Did you get his number? And I was like, no, I didn't. And, I still whenever I think about the Multicultural Association, I think about him, wonder what he's up to right now. I hope things are going well. And I don't know if he ever went to that club, because I never ended up going to that club. But yeah, my fellow Asian out there, I hope you're doing good. Hope classes are going well.
Hi, I'm Bill Price, and I was on KCPR radio. And I was kind of responsible for production at the time. And I met this beautiful lady who came in and wanted to learn all about production. Well, I was so attracted to her and also her intelligence that I asked her out on a Friday night. And it was quite fun. We went out to a great restaurant, had a phenomenal conversation. And of course, she invited me to come back to her home. And well, the next morning when we woke up, I say we woke up, she decided to take me off to the beach, and it was Pirates Cove, and it was a great weekend. Of course, we connected both spiritually, we could communicate with each other. The only problem is on Sunday when we finished our weekend together, she just happened to say, oh, by the way, I have a live-in boyfriend. Well, so this becomes a problem, although we had a relationship for a fairly long period of time, and that's my misconnection.
The first misconnection that came to mind for me was, it happened while I was on a trip to Florida with my family, and we were driving to this other town to go visit some relatives, and there was this oyster stop, and we love oysters, and we're like, oh, we gotta go there. And so we missed it on the first way, and then we turned around, flipped a U, we went back, and went into the oyster place, but it was closed. And we were gonna be leaving before the oyster shop opened again. So my heart was just a little bit unsatisfied, knowing that I missed some delicious fresh oysters.
About a year and a half ago, I went to this party, and I hit it off with this person really well. And it wasn't anything crazy. We just had a conversation, and I had to leave. And by the off chance, I had forgotten to get their information. And I never saw them again, but we had such a genuine conversation that it's just in the corner of my mind always.
I was hiking Madonna barefoot with my roommate Lila, and we got to the top and our feet were very sore, and so we needed a ride down. And there just so happened to be a fella and his girlfriend riding up the Madonna Trail on their side-by-side, like off-road golf cart type thing. And it turns out that his name was Reese, and he owned the mountain, which was kind of cool. His family had been living there for a lot of years. And they offered to give us a ride down the mountain. And we exchanged phone numbers, and he said he would sell me a whole cow worth of meat, and I was really excited about that. But he called my phone and it was dead, and then we left and never got his phone number. So Reese is my missed connection, and his girlfriend. She wanted to go on a hike with us, and we would have totally done that, but no way to talk. So there.
My misconnection was while I was abroad this past semester. This girl who was in my program who doesn't go to Cal Poly, but she invited me to a Cameron Winter concert, and I didn't go, and I regret it so much because now I love Cameron Winter. And also, like, she was super cool, and I'm probably never going to see her again because we don't go to the same school. But yeah, so shout out to Scarlett. But
hi, I'm Eric Bagey, and my missed connection was with an old girlfriend. And the connection would have just been nice to see her, give her a hug. It had been a lot of years, maybe 20 years. I've been married for 40 years now, but she was my college girlfriend. And she was calling to say she was sorry. I think she was doing one of her steps because she was a drinker, saying she was sorry to me. And we talked a little bit, and at one point it came out that I said something about our relationship being like the movie Fatal Attraction, and she hung up on me. And so that was my missed connection. Love is a rose, but you better not pick it, because it only grows on the vine. Handful of thorns, and you know you missed it. Choose your love when you say something mine. Something like that. You want me to sing it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Love is a rose, but you better not pick it, 'cause it only grows on the vine. Handful of thorns, and you know you missed it. Lose your love when you say the word mine. Down, down.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.